So, Kate Martin and Lexie Hull. They are the two, people are joking and being like, oh, it's, when they played against each other, it was the Caitlin Clark friend derby. That it was two of Caitlin Clark's best friends, one of her best friends at Iowa versus one of her best friends at, in Indiana. They played against each other, and now we are seeing the two of them being the faces of Athleta, but it is a women's athletics brand, and the two of them are being pushed as one of their, like, obviously they haven't been posted on their own social media, but like two of them are being pushed as like brand ambassadors, and the two of them were added to the whole Power of She collective. And again, these are some of the good brand deals. And the thing is with the likes of a Lexie Hull is that everyone was kind of shocked to see Lexie Hull not having too many brand deals. Because you would have thought, you know what, she's extremely popular as a player, that like off the court, you would think that there'd be more brand deals going her way. And I will say that this is just one of them. I'm pretty sure there are other brand deals that have not been announced yet. I think there was one leaked on Twitter, and I am, as far as I'm aware, it was like leaked, not meant to be announced. I can't even remember what it was for, to be honest. But yeah, like it is kind of a big deal. It is genuinely kind of a big deal. And I think it's all in all, it's like a very, very solid brand partnership. And it is funny that they have chosen Kate Martin and Lexie Hull, who are, in my opinion, like, the way Kate Martin was in the top 5 jersey sales this year, I actually have a weird feeling Lexie Hull is going to be in the top 5 next year. Maybe Kelsey Mitchell. Maybe Aaliyah Boston. One of those three is going to be in the top 5 jersey sales next year. And I have a weird feeling the All-Star voting is going to go Caitlin 1, Aaliyah 2, Kelsey 3, Lexie 4. I genuinely think they're going to be the top 4 in All-Star voting next year. I think 3 of them are going to be All-Stars. I don't think in general, like Lexie Hull is going to be, like she's going to be in that All-Star position. But like that's the thing when it comes to these players, is that they're all extremely popular, and we saw it with the McDouble-double. Like, I don't care about what they call it. I don't care if they call it the Angel Reese special. Like, you better know if you go, what drink is that? But if I go to, obviously I'm in Ireland, there is no Angel Reese special in Ireland, just like there was no Travis Scott meal or anything else. But if I go to I'm going to New York next week. If I ask for the McDouble-double, they better know what it means. It means the Angel Reese special. Come on. And it's funny, I tweeted out that and people were like, oh, why are you taking a shot at Angel? I'm like, what? I'm like, what's going on? Because, like, that is, saying that she got double-doubles is not a bad thing. The McDouble-double, she literally broke the record for double-doubles. She broke the record for double-doubles in a season. She broke every double-double record, like. Like, it is that's not a knock. It's not a knock at all. But, yeah, it is. That is the good thing. And you're seeing so many brand deals with teams. You're seeing so much. Like, you're seeing with the Caitlin Clark situation. Like, how many times, like, you're seeing Colin Cowherd basically saying, yeah, Caitlin Clark's bigger than all the NBA players. Like, genuinely. Came out there and said that Caitlin Clark is a bigger star than any of the NBA players. You've got so many things. You got so many players that are becoming transcendent stars in their own right. And with that, it's always going to be a good thing with that, in my opinion. Like, it's always going to be a good thing when stars are stars. It's always going to be a good thing when when people are becoming more recognizable. And yes, like Cheryl Swoops for her time was a star. she was a star, but there was never players like, in my opinion, Angel Reese rivals the stardom of a lot of NBA NBA All Stars. I make that point. I think Kate Martin rivals the stardom of some NBA, not All Stars, but of a lot of NBA starters. I think Kate Martin and Lexie Hull rival the, like, I think they have equally as much fandom as, I know Duncan Robinson's an NBA starter. They would probably have equally as much like pull as a Duncan Robinson. And then obviously I think Angel Reese is more popular than some All-Stars, and I think Caitlin Clark might be the most famous basketball player in the world right now, outside of LeBron James, Stephen Curry, and Kevin Durant. And again, and maybe Wemby, because Wemby's just freaking huge. Like, you just can't miss Wemby. But like, seeing stuff like this again, I do think they're the two of these are going to be making a hell of a lot of money, as well as I think Kelsey Mitchell is going to make a hell of a lot of money next year. I think Aaliyah Boston is already making a hell of a lot of money. Like, I'd say people don't realize just how much money Aaliyah Boston's making. And I think if you can, and people are like, oh, if you can get associated with Caitlin Clark, but it's not just that. It's you have to, if you are associated with a growing league in a positive way, you're going to make a ton of money. Like, Marina Mabrey, I think, is going to make a ton of money because, like, she is being associated in a positive way with Unrivaled. She killed the Fever in the playoffs this year. Obviously was the best player for a while on Angel Reese's team, especially when they were watching Angel at the start. So Marina Mabrey became very well known in that. I'm trying to get other players like the likes of, again, heck, Alyssa Thomas is more famous now than ever. We're seeing, like, the amount of people that are probably going to become fans of freaking Julie Van Loo just because of a Twitter space. And that's the thing where it's like, it's not about being associated with one player. It is about being associated with the positive growth of women's sports. Like, and also, I think being associated with the negative aspects, especially in the media, the negative lack of growth that was holding the WNBA back, being associated with that isn't going to help. Because a lot of people that are associated with that are the ones sitting there just complaining about the new viewers, complaining about all the good things that could be there. And if you're associated in that way with it, you're not going to see the benefits. But if you just become associated with the positive growth of women's basketball and just hoop, that's the main thing. Just hoop. You are going to reap the rewards, whether that be the players themselves, whether that be the media themselves, or whether that be people on social media. Like, yes, obviously, talking about the idiots, like, for some of the mad, dumb stuff they've said throughout the year is effective. But long term, like, if you're able to be associated with the positive growth and positive aspects of this league, there will be continued success, because there's no way the WNBA is going anywhere, especially with the amount of talent coming through and just how NBA players have just figured out basketball, which isn't good for the game. They figured out basketball. But anyway, I'll see you guys.